If your mind is racing right now, if your thoughts are tumbling over one another faster than you can hold them, you are in the right place. Maybe the anxiety has been building all day. Maybe one worry has multiplied into 100, and your mind will not grow quiet no matter how hard you try. Maybe the pressure of your work, your family, your responsibilities, all of it feels like too much to carry at once. Before this anxiety owns your whole day, before it decides how the rest of your hours will go, let us stop together here. Let us open one ancient psalm and let it become a shelter for your overwhelmed heart. We are going to pray through Psalm 46 tonight, a psalm written for exactly this kind of moment, for people whose world felt like it was shaking and who needed somewhere steady to stand. It begins with a declaration that has steadied anxious hearts for thousands of years. Psalm 46:1 says, "God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble." Read it slowly. Let it sink past your racing thoughts and down into the deeper part of you. God is our refuge. God is our strength. He is an ever-present help, and the help is for right now, in this very trouble, not just someday when things settle down. Father, I come to you with a mind that will not be still. You see the thoughts that keep spinning. You see the way one fear leads to another, the way I rehearse conversations that may never happen, the way I imagine outcomes I cannot control. You see how tired I am of carrying all of this. And into the middle of that noise, you speak a single steadying word. You are my refuge, not a refuge I have to build or earn or strive toward. A refuge that is already here, already open, already mine, so I run to you now. A refuge is a shelter from the storm. It is the strong place you flee to when the wind is too fierce to stand against on your own. And that is what you are, Lord. I do not have to weather this anxiety in the open. I do not have to be strong enough on my own to face the racing thoughts. I can come inside the shelter of your presence, where the storm still rages outside but cannot reach me. Be my refuge tonight. Pull me in close behind the strong walls of your faithfulness, and let me feel, even for this moment, what it is to be safe. The psalm goes on. Therefore we will not fear, it says, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. The writer is describing the worst he can imagine, the ground itself collapsing, the mountains crumbling, the sea in chaos. And still, he says, we will not fear. Why? Because the refuge does not depend on the storm calming down. It depends on God, who does not move when everything else does. So even when my inner world feels like it is quaking, even when the thoughts surge and foam like a roaring sea, I will not be ruled by fear, because my refuge is unshakable. Lord, my anxiety often acts as though the mountains really are falling, as though one wrong moment will bring my whole world crashing down. But you invite me to see the truth. The mountains are not falling, and even if my circumstances did shift like the ground giving way, you would still be standing. You would still be my refuge. Help me to feel the difference between the size of my fear and the size of my actual situation. So much of what my mind is rehearsing tonight will never come to pass. And whatever does come, you will be there before me, steady as ever. There is a river, the psalm says next, whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. After all that chaos, the roaring sea and the quaking mountains, the psalm turns to a gentle, quiet river. The contrast is the whole point. In the very center of God's presence, there is not chaos but calm. There is a steady, life-giving river that flows even while the world rages outside. And that calm center is available to me right now. The river runs through your presence, Lord, and you invite me to drink. Let the quiet stream of your peace flow into the dry and anxious places of my mind. God is within her, the psalm continues. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Did you hear that promise? She will not fall because God is within her, not far off, not distant, but within, at the very center. And help comes at break of day, which means the long, dark night of worry does not get the final word. Morning comes, help comes. So even if the anxiety feels endless right now, it is not. You are within me, holding me up, and you will help me when the day breaks. I will not fall, because you will not let me. Now let us come to the part of this psalm that has quieted countless anxious hearts. God says, "Be still and know that I am God." Be still. What gentle and difficult words for an anxious mind. To be still is the very thing that feels impossible when the thoughts are racing. And yet that is the invitation. Not to think harder, not to solve faster, not to control more tightly, but to be still. To stop striving, to loosen my grip, to let go of the frantic effort to manage everything, and to simply know deep down that you are God and I am not. You are in control, you are awake, you are holding all the things I am so afraid of dropping. So let us practice that stillness together right now. This is the surrender moment, the place where prayer becomes more than words. Wherever you are, let your hands rest open in your lap, palms up. This is a small physical way of saying to God, I am letting go. As you breathe in slowly, picture yourself receiving His peace. As you breathe out, picture yourself releasing one of the worries that has been gripping you. Breathe in His refuge. Breathe out the fear. Breathe in His strength. Breathe out the pressure. You do not have to do anything else right now. You do not have to fix or solve or plan. You only have to be still and know. Father, in this stillness, I name the worries one at a time, and I release them into your hands. The thing I cannot stop thinking about, I give it to you. The decision I am afraid to make, I give it to you. The person I am worried about, the situation I cannot control, the future I cannot see, I give all of it to you. I open my hands and I let each one go, trusting that you are strong enough to hold what I am too weak to carry. I do not have to keep watch over these things tonight. You are keeping watch. So I rest, quiet the part of me that believes I must stay anxious in order to stay safe. So often my mind treats worry as if it were a kind of protection, as if by turning a problem over and over, I am somehow guarding against disaster. But worry has never once changed an outcome. It only steals my peace and wears me down. You, on the other hand, are an ever-present help in trouble. You are the real protection my anxious heart has been searching for. So let me trade my exhausting vigilance for your steady watchfulness. Let me hand the night shift over to the one who never sleeps. When the racing thoughts return, and they may, let me not be discouraged. An anxious mind is not healed in a single moment, and that is all right. Each time the thoughts begin to spin again, I will simply return to the refuge. I will whisper the words of the psalm. God is my refuge and strength. Be still and know. As many times as my mind wanders back into fear, that many times I will walk back into the shelter of your presence. You do not grow tired of my returning. The door of the refuge never closes. Let me linger on that word refuge a little longer, because my anxious heart needs to hear it more than once. A refuge is not a place I visit only in the worst emergencies. It is a home I can return to as often as I need. The ancient people who first prayed this psalm knew their city had a fortress, a high and strong place where they could run when enemies came. That fortress was not for show, it was for use, and you, Lord, are that for me, not a beautiful idea I admire from a distance, but a real and present place I can run into 100 times a day if I need to. There is no shame in running to you often. That is exactly what the refuge is for. I notice how my anxiety likes to convince me that I am the only one who feels this way, that everyone else has it together, while I am the one falling apart inside. But this psalm reminds me that the people of God have always carried anxious hearts to Him. For thousands of years, men and women with racing minds and trembling hands have prayed these same words and found shelter. I am part of a long line of people who came to you overwhelmed and left steadier. I am not strange and I am not alone. I am simply human and you are simply faithful, as you have always been. Teach me what it means that you are an ever-present help, not a help that arrives late after the worst has already happened. Not a help I have to summon from far away and wait for. An ever-present help, here before I even ask, here in the trouble itself and not only on the other side of it, so I do not have to hold my breath until the anxiety passes to feel you near. You are near in the very middle of it. You are with me in the racing thoughts, not just in the calm that comes after. Let me feel you here, now, in the unresolved middle, where I need you most. Loosen the grip of overthinking, Lord. My mind so often believes that if I just think about a problem long enough, I will finally find the bottom of it and feel safe. But there is no bottom to the kind of thinking anxiety produces. It only spirals deeper. So I ask you to break that spiral, not by giving me every answer, but by giving me yourself. I would rather have you in the unknown than have all the answers without you. Quiet the relentless searching of my mind and replace it with the simple, restful knowing that you are God and you have not lost control of a single thing. Help me to remember that this peace is not something I have to manufacture out of my own willpower. I cannot simply decide to stop being anxious and make it so, but I can come to you again and again and let your presence do what my effort cannot. The peace I am longing for is not a feeling I produce. It is a person I lean on. And you are here, closer than my own breath, ready to be my refuge the moment I turn toward you. Let me also be gentle with myself in this. An anxious mind is not a sign that my faith has failed. Even the writer of this psalm felt the ground shaking and the waters roaring. Feeling the storm is not the same as being defeated by it. So I will not pile shame on top of my anxiety as if I should have been stronger. Instead, I will do the one thing the psalm invites me to do. I will run to the refuge. I will be still. I will know that you are God. That is not weakness. That is the wisest thing an anxious heart can do. I think of all the seasons ahead where I will need this same shelter. The hard conversations still to come, the uncertainties of the months ahead, the challenges I cannot yet name. And I am comforted to know that the same refuge that holds me tonight will hold me then. You do not change. The God who is my refuge in this moment will be my refuge in every moment that follows. So I do not have to stockpile peace for the future. I only have to trust that you will be there, ever present, when each new trouble comes. Let me carry this psalm with me when I leave this quiet place. When the anxiety rises tomorrow in the middle of a busy hour, let these words come back to me. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Let them be an anchor I can grab hold of in any storm. I do not have to wait for a calm room and a quiet evening to find you. You are my refuge in the crowded, noisy, demanding day, just as surely as you are my refuge in the stillness of the night. The psalm ends where it began, with a steadying refrain. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. With us. That is the heart of it, not a distant God watching from far away, but a God who is with us, right in the middle of the trouble, a fortress we can run into and be safe. So I rest in that nearness now. I am not alone in this anxiety. You are with me. You have always been with me, and you will be with me through whatever comes. Father, thank you for this ancient psalm that still speaks so tenderly to my racing mind. Thank you that you wrote down these words long ago, knowing that one day I would need them on a night like this. Thank you for being my refuge and my strength, my ever-present help. Thank you that I do not have to be strong because you are strong. I do not have to be unshakable because you are. I do not have to control the storm because you are the calm at the center of it. Let me lay my head down tonight or rise up tomorrow with these truths settled deep within me. The mountains may seem to fall, but I will not fear. The waters may roar, but there is a river of peace flowing from your presence. My mind may race, but I can be still and know that you are God. And in all of it, in every trouble that comes, you will be with me, my refuge, my strength, my ever-present help. So I breathe one more slow breath, and I let the last of my anxiety rest in your hands. I am safe in you. I am held. The storm may continue for a while, but I have found my shelter, and I am not leaving it. You are my refuge, and that is enough. In the strong and gentle name of Jesus, the first pray. Amen. Stay here a moment longer before you move on. Let the truth settle. You are not facing the anxious thoughts alone, and you never were. God is your refuge, your strength, an ever-present help in this very trouble. Whenever the storm rises again, you know where to go. Run to the shelter, be still, and know that He is God, and He is with you now and always.